Hey folks, and welcome to week number 1, okay? So if this is the first video you're watching in the class, go back right now, watch the welcome video, the how to navigate the course video first. Those things will sort of give you a quick overview of like what we're going to do in the class, how this is all going to work, okay? So if you haven't seen those, please go back and watch them. Look over all the course information. There is a syllabus and general information quiz. I want you to check your Prairie State email and send me a note to say hi. My email address is in the section on it's in general course info here on the professor's contact info here. So my email address is in there. Syllabus, policies, schedules, all that stuff. Okay. So we'll get back here. So this week, check your email, send me a note, and then complete your introductory post on the discussion board. Okay, and that's due by Thursday of this week. Okay, then by Monday, and some weeks we'll just have stuff due Monday. Sometimes we'll have interim turn-in dates. I want to get some of the introductory stuff out of the way. So I want you to look over the Essay 1 assignment. Read the assignment and the essay rubric. You can read popular professional or scholarly sources from one of our e-texts. That's linked below. I'll walk you through all this in just a second. Watch the scholarly versus popular sources video. Watch how to read a scholarly article. Then look over writing annotations. Watch how to write an annotation in the video. Look at the sample annotation, and then write an annotation of the scholarly article for essay 1. So let's get down into this, okay? So class introduction, there's your discussion topic. There is the syllabus and class info quiz, and then this will actually open up an email if you've got an email client set up on your computer. If you're using Gmail and it's not tied to your it might not quite work. So you might have to go to Gmail separately, but you can give it a shot. Then essay 1. Let's go ahead and take a look at essay 1 here. First essay for class. All of them will be structured in more or less the same way in terms of your essay assignment. So the context. We often get told, don't use popular sources in your school papers. There is, however, little discussion about why, other than the generic statement that scholarly sources are better. It's true in some ways, but in other ways, popular sources are fine. So our goal in this essay is to investigate the difference between the two in one specific instance. So start simple here. Choose a popular article that talks about a study. Often news outlets will have articles like, new study suggests 18 glasses of wine a day may prevent heart disease. This is the sort of thing you want. And then find a scholarly article on which the article is based. Scholarly study on which the article is based. I have a list below of samples. Feel free to use one of these, okay? So I've got a number of samples right here. And they give you a link to both the popular article and the scholarly study, okay? You can feel free to use one of these. I don't want you to spend a ton of time trying to find a popular article and a scholarly study. If you have seen a recent article that mentioned a study and you're like, oh, I'm really fascinated by it, and you can find the scholarly study, great. If not, just choose one of the samples here. That's just fine, okay? If you'd like to choose your own, contact me right away and I'll help you work it out, okay? Once you have both, read the popular article and then the scholarly study. The essay should focus on comparing the two and explaining whether the popular article is complete and correct. This is your goal in the essay, is to explain whether or not the popular article did a good job, was complete and correct in summarizing the scholarly study, okay? There are some questions I suggest you might ask. You don't necessarily have to ask all of them, but might give you a little bit of guidance as to where to go here. 12-point font, 1-inch margins, 3 to 4 pages, double-spaced. You can get sort of the detail here. Okay, so that's essay 1. If you've got questions about that assignment, you're not sure what you're supposed to do with it, don't hesitate to let me know. I will be glad to help. Okay, essay rubric is right here if you want to see sort of how I'm going to grade this. This is not a point-based rubric, it's a holistic rubric, but it certainly will show you the categories I'm paying attention to. This is linked to one of our e-texts and a couple videos here. If you've got any problems with any of those links, don't hesitate to let me know. Then finally, writing annotations. You guys have almost all been taught how to write annotations in high school. You take notes on the side of an article, right? The annotation I'm asking you to do here is going to be a little bit different. It's going to look a lot like a summary. The video and the sample annotation will explain how to go about doing this, and the sample annotation should give you a pretty good idea of what they should look like, okay? I am not looking for notes on an article. I am looking for something really specific, but pay attention to these two. And then the last thing here, this assignment Dropbox, is to write an annotation as the to-do list notes of the scholarly article you chose for Essay 1. So obviously you've got those those pairings of popular and scholarly sources in Essay 1. Down here, I want you to write an annotation of the scholarly study. Okay, that is everything for this week. Like I said, 2 turn-in dates, Thursday and Monday, just sort of introductory stuff, and then some of the academic work. If you've got any questions along the way, don't hesitate to let me know. I am here to help.